now, yeah, we're doing the tier list. So I'm going to do, usually I don't. Usually when I do these, I'm very rigid, and I stick with, I just go S, A, B, C, F is usually what I do. Thank you, Jix. Sorry you weren't here for it, because I know you like watching those. That's actually why I throw those, because I don't always do the updates in the Discord for my stream alerts, but I know there's a few people in there who like watching my Pokemon openings especially, so I try to throw those up in there whenever I'm doing them. Also, these are really fun to have people in the, you know, it's more, I don't have to focus as much as I do in some of like the video games I stream, so it's nice to have people in the chat for these. But anyways, yeah, usually I do this, but with this one I was feeling weird about, like, I don't know, just through like nostalgia or whatever, I feel weird like putting any of these guys in an F tier. So with that, I'm gonna do not these. I'm gonna give them, I came up with a couple of these already. We're just gonna go BBs for best babies, I think is what I had. So these are like my tops. This is essentially S tier. My next one is like Pokemon that I like, they're not quite as high as those best babies, but they're still like Pokemon I would put in my party in the game or whatever. So what was the one I came up with this? Oh, it's Milps for Mons I'd like to, I'd like in party. That's what that one is. And I guess we'll give this one a best babies. B, oh man, I came up with this. Okay, so we'll do D tier for, we'll just do, doesn't really do it for me. I guess that's like the worst I can give any of these guys. That's kind of what I'm saying, is like nothing like super negative, it's just like not my thing. And then we'll go like, all right. I had a name for this one too, but I can't think of it. Classics. With that for C tier. Oh no, that'd be B tier. Whatever. There we go. So there's our ranking. BBs, best babies, Milps, Monzed like in party, classics, all right, doesn't really do it for me. So I'm gonna go. I have like 3 criteria, I guess, that I'm gonna base these off of. We're gonna go aesthetics, just purely visual looks. That's like, well, we'll say aesthetics meaning like personal, like looks. Do I think they're cool or cute? You know, does that vibe with me? And also just like the creativity. We'll go with battle prowess. They're, you know, how viable they are in a battle. The point of them in the game, I guess. And then the last is just kind of like sentimental attachment, like personal attachment for any real reason, you know, whether I like use them in my original party or just whatever, any sort of attachment like that. Yeah. I like that. Yeah, let's go with I'm gonna put that in all right. I feel like classics is like slightly above that, even though, but I like that. I like, so for all right, I'll change that to use until I get something better. Not super tight, but we'll go with it. Okay, and starting off, I wish they randomized them a little bit more. I wish they weren't in there all in their evolutionary trees, but oh well, this is what we're doing. So we got Voltorb and Electrode. I'm just gonna lump them together. There's a few of these I probably am just gonna lump together because there's still some dudes I've never really used. I could almost say these guys are, I don't even know if I'm gonna put anybody down here if I'm not gonna do that with these guys. And I think I will throw them in here. Because I can't, like, part of it's, I'm just unfamiliar with them, so they don't get points in sentimentality. That's gonna hurt some of them, is just, like, unfamiliar. I've just, like, never used them in the card game or in the video game, so I just don't have any attachment other than just, like, you know, I know who they are, general familiarity, because they're the originals. And I gotta knock points for them being Pokeballs. Like, that's it. It was a neat, I guess it was, like, neat when I was, like, playing the game when I was 5 years old, and, like, I thought it was an item on the floor in the Rocket headquarters, and then, oh, it's a Voltorb. Like, is that the only reason they made these guys? Execute and Executor. They might, I think I'm gonna have to dump them here. I didn't mean to start so low. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start on such a down note. But again, don't think of this as negative necessarily. It's just they're not my thing, really. Creativity, I would almost have to bump them up. I'm trying to be even on this. Like, I was knocking them a little. I was kind of going in on their creativity thing, but, like, these guys are a little bit more creative. Actually, what the heck? How do eggs turn into coconuts anyways? That is pretty nuts. You know what? I'm actually going to do this. Whoa, I'm not grouping them all together. I think Execute gets a little bit more points for just being, like, a group of fucking eggs. Like, what the hell is that? Yeah, so they do it in the show, too. Yeah, like, it's... You got one joke, Voltorb. It's old. Get something new. I don't know. Cubone and Marowak. Also never really used these guys. I always wanted to, though. They were one of those. That said, Cubone is fucking cute as hell. Love Cubone. I actually, you know what? I think I'm going to put him up here. I'm going to do this and then put Marowak a little lower because it's not as fucking cute as Cubone. I'm sorry. Cubone is cute as hell. Has also one of the great ones. The reasons I like him is I love the, like, old school Pokemon lore. And, like, fan theories about, like, there's a thing about like, the theory that, like, Cubone is actually a baby Kangaskhan, and that's, like, a Kangaskhan skull on its head. And it's, like, you know, there's, like, visual things, like, oh, if it, you know, Kangaskhan has a little baby in its pouch, and it could, you know, you could, like, visually see, like, you know, if that grew up a little bit, it could, you know, you could see it becoming a Cubone, and then Marowak would be the middle stage, and then Kangaskhan is the final evolution. Don't really understand how the skull changes, the skull shape changes when it evolves, but, like, the skull that it's wearing. And also he's sad. Isn't he? They all have, like, their names, like the blank Pokemon. Like, Pikachu's like the electric mouse Pokemon. I think Voltorb is probably the fucking ball Pokemon. I think Cubone is the sad Pokemon or the crying Pokemon. It's like, you gotta love that guy. If any Pokemon was an incel, aw, don't do him like that. No, it's now that it's a baby Charmander that's mom died and evolved into Cubone. Is that it? 2 maybe. You could say that with the horns. It's got the little horns, but so does Kangaskhan. The lonely Pokemon. That's it. That's even better. That's even better than the crying Pokemon. The lonely Pokemon. That does kind of sound like incel behavior, hardcore, but I can't think about that about Cubone. He's a little kid. He's a little animal. Well, the animals can't be incels. Yeah, I like Cubone. I think I had something else to say there, but yeah. Pokédex. I had a couple of those too, but yeah, mine are long gone too. Anyways, moving on. Need to move on. Hitmonchan. Used to love Hitmonchan more. Or used to think he was a lot cool. I think I'm still gonna go here. I would use him for a stint, but my issue with him and I am kind of, because it is the originals, I am mostly thinking of them in the context of Red and Blue. Because that's what I most associate them with, I guess. I preferred him over Hitmonlee. Even though I feel like I was like the only one in my friend group. Everybody else liked Hitmonlee more. It's kind of weird that he just has like boxing gloves on. It's always weird when they give them like items to hold or to use or whatever. But I said he's cool. I just wanted like a good fighting Pokemon. But my issue with them is that you got them too late in the game. That's like, I already have an established party that I like at this point. I don't really need him. So I just kind of felt bad for him because I never used him. But and that said, now that I'm talking about it, I'm thinking classics. I keep switching it. Hard F. Like you're saying, like you would put him in F tier, or like F in the chat because I think he's better. Lickitung. I mean, if you don't put Lickitung there, you nasty. Coughing and wheezing. They're weird. They're also weird. F tier. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think the Lickitung thing was that out of bounds. Coughing and wheezing. Yeah, they're they're decent. No real, never used them, but I'd almost wanna, there's somewhere between. I wish if I could go like halfway. There's somewhere in there, so not bad. Again, like I'm even considering this like an okay tier, right? This is the only like kind of negative tier for me. So like even this is like, they're fine. Caterpie's cute. Caterpie's a classic. Don't really have much more to say about him. Rhyhorn and Rhydon. I think in general, I just never really got. I don't think I ever really used rock types in Gen 1. I don't really use rock types a ton anyways. So I think I might dump them in here too. Oh no, you know what? Okay, I do have a little bit more attachment to Rhyhorn because of the cards. So there we go, splitting them up again. I'll put Rhydon, I mean. Weird fanfics. I didn't need to know that, but I guess I'm not surprised. Yeah, I have a little bit of sentimental attachment to him, so he does get a little bump. Same thing with Chansey, and same thing because of the cards. I would put Chansey down here just because, like, I think Chansey is like the poster child for doesn't really do it for me for this generation. But because of the cards, I got that holo card, and that was the card that I had that I could like hold over everyone, or that was the one that I had that everyone thought was cool. So it gets a little bump. Otherwise it'd just be a meh. Tangela. Tangela only pure grass type in Gen 1. I always remember that. Doesn't evolve. Tangela is like an underdog for me. I mean, he gets Tangrowth in Gen 4, but again, I am thinking strictly this, especially since I don't have Tangrowth in this tier list. I think I gotta put Tangela, even though I didn't use him too much. He was always another one that I always wanted to use more than I did. But he's got fucking tennis shoes. Like, Tangela's awesome. Tangela's pretty great. Kangaskhan. I think I'm gonna go classics for Kangaskhan too. I really like the lore tie-in with Cubone and Marowak. Tangela F tier, you're kidding me. He has tennis shoes on. In fact, now that I say that again, that he has tennis shoes on, I think he's a MILP. I think Tangela's straight up MILP with those tennis shoes. Squiggly ball toy. I think I know what you mean. Like kind of like a koosh ball. Is that what it is? A koosh ball? Kangaskhan's classic. I do have some sentimental attachment. Never really used them, but like that was another one that I remember. Kangaskhan was like the hardest dude to get in the Safari Zone, from what I remember, and I got him on my first try, and I felt so cool. So this is what I mean. There's like even like little moments like that can affect. Although I say that, I don't think that really affects mine, because I think that he would be there anyways. It almost makes me want to bump him up to a MILP too. Bump her up, I guess. Kangaskhan's are they all moms if they have the pouch? I don't know. We're not gonna get into that, I guess. Horsey and Seadra. Horsey cute. I think this is what we go. This is what we're gonna go off of. Horsey cute, Seadra cool. So they both like. I would almost go like this, because Horsey's cuter and they're not really cute, but Seadra's got a cool design too. I think they kind of even out there, and I think Seadra's a pretty decent water type for this generation too. I think so. I think they've got pretty good attack. I think never used them though. Goldeen and Seaking, I think I've got to go down to, doesn't really do it for me. Maybe two fish like. Goldeen's like got weirdly. It's like a weirdly sexual face. Oh, okay. That wasn't what I was thinking of, but I do recognize that moose. Not the one that I was thinking of, but yeah. Some octopus have been exposed to tentacles. You know. Okay, yeah. Wait, why are we talking about that? Starmie or Star U. It's hard to tell sometimes if it's like, is that a good design? It's like a starfish, but at least they kind of do something a little interesting with it. I'm gonna go with that one. And Starmie, I guess I'll go same with that. Metapod, I'll go with classic for Metapod too. That's another little lore tie-in thing with like the visuals and whatever. It's that here. We'll do this. So Metapod right here, I'm not putting him in. Is theorized that okay, am I getting their names mixed up? Okay, Venonat, who evolves into Venomoth right here. This guy. I'll try to get them back roughly in their spot. Is said to actually originally supposed to evolve into Butterfree. It's kind of hard to see with these the pixel art, but they've got like same eyes, antenna, they're purple, they both have the same hands, same mouths. It's pretty convincing. And then not only that, but also it's that Metapod, and I think Caterpie Metapod, I think still we're supposed to go into Venomoth, and it's a little harder to see with this too. But they also kind of have like similar, like kind of the horn thing on Metapod and stuff. You can kind of see with that one too. I really like that one. You know what? Now I think about it, yeah, I think I will bump Metapod down. Yeah, I guess, yeah, you're right. I wasn't thinking. Then sometimes maybe I just need to not, like, as soon as I get to them, I'm like, boop, I gotta, like, drop them in. I gotta think about it. That said, bottom barrel. Sorry, bud. Sorry, you weird man that wandered into the Pokemon world. He's just like, Mr. Mime is just like a French guy that Professor Oak like was scared of originally, and just he said that it was like a monster, a monster. People like a pocket monster, like a Pokemon. He's like, yeah, I guess so. So this this French guy is now a Pokemon. Scyther. Just go anywhere other than a BB, an S tier. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. That she had the sex slave, Mr. Mime. That's another easy one. Some of these are pretty easy. Don't really have anything else to say about her. I'm gonna go Electabuzz, Milp, for sure. I always really like Electabuzz's design. Magmar didn't do it as much for me. He's got like a butt on his head, kind of, and then like a blowjob mouth. He's kind of creepy. And also there's other better fire types. I don't think I want to give him the worst. I'm gonna put him there, I think. Ash walked in on that. That'd be an episode that would cause seizures for a different reason than the Raichu Lieutenant Surge one, I guess. Pinsir. I was back and forth on Pinsir, whether I liked him or not. I feel like he should land in the middle, I think. Stag Beetle. He's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of some of my favorite Godzilla monsters. Megalon, especially, which is my favorite Godzilla monster. But he's got Megalon and Gigan vibes. But there's also something about him that, like, it doesn't quite get higher than a classics for me. But that said, that's so good. Taurus. This one, just a normal type. Does he have anything like super special? Pinsir wannabe Scyther. Never thought about that before. How do I want to do these? Some of these it feels weird to because like Magikarp isn't really anything special, but then it's kind of like that whole. I guess, okay, I'm gonna do this, put him here, and that is kind of purely just because it evolves into Gyarados. Magikarp isn't special on itself, but like, the whole journey of, like, especially when you're so young, and that grinding was so much more of a thing in the original generation. It's like you have to get, I think it's only level 20 or maybe it's level 30 to get to Gyarados, but it feels like so long. Because in that, you don't have XP share. You have to have Magikarp in the battle, switch him out to get him XP, and then you get the Gyarados. But like that is also a cool thing. That's a cool, like, reward or whatever. Stag Beetle is just a dung beetle that rolls towards the shit around. Yeah. See that? Yeah. Yes. Gary Dosa is, he's S tier. I feel like some of these are like basic bitch choices, like Scyther and Gyarados. Yeah, they're S tier. I don't really have anything to say about it, but like, just that, you already know what it is. Butterfree. I think there. It also kind of feels weird to like knock some of the designs that you know, I could see somebody arguing that, like, you know, Execute is more like creative or more interesting than Butterfree, which is just a butterfly. But for some reason, I just dig the design of Butterfree a lot more, and it's cute. I said cuteness is gonna play a factor into this. Butterfree is F. You're an F, Jix. I'm just kidding. Lapras. Lapras is cool. Oh, yeah, that too. You know, I meant to mention the show too. That's one of the standout episodes. Is Bye Bye Butterfree? Yeah, that was so rough. And I remember watching that show or watching that episode, and I can't remember if I did this first in the game or not, but Butterfree, because Caterpie is like one of the first wild Pokemon you can catch. There's like Pidgey, you know, and then the bug Pokemon pretty much. And I caught the Butterfree, but this bug Pokemon, as cool as they are, they're not as like useful as other Pokemon. So when I got to a point where I was like maxed out of my party, I needed to switch them out. I didn't release it into the wild, but I put it in my PC and it sat there for the, you know, I never drew it again. But I remember like thinking of the show at that moment, or vice versa. When I watched the show, I thought of that moment in the game and it made me sad. Lapras, I think, also gets that. I wish they did a little more with Lapras, but it's cool that you like get it, and you know, it's a guaranteed Pokemon that knows Surf, and it's just cool to like picture riding on a Lapras across the ocean. Ditto, I mean, it is just a blob, but also the concept of like a blob that can turn into anything is pretty cool. Creepy, low creepy, not very useful, right? Because you have to use transform, which takes a turn, and then it's just like you're copying the other person. Like how useful is that usually? It's like only if you're fighting Lance. Was Dragon weak to Dragon in the original games, or was that something they added afterwards? Because there was some stuff that they had to like add, like Psychic had like hardly any weaknesses in the first gen, so I know they had to add, like, they added Dark type to combat that. Not very useful. Neat concept, but like design wise, eh. Yeah, Jix called it. I mean, surprising no one. I don't feel like I should have to explain this. It wasn't gonna be any other way. Yeah. Virus is an endangered species. Oh yeah, that is a thing in the game, right? That sounds familiar. That's, yeah, I like that lore too. That's cool. Porygon, cool idea. Never used them. I think his cards in the card game were either crappy or just beyond my 5-year-old comprehension. Really cool design, and also I have a perfect Porygon Z in Pokemon Go right now that I'm really liking, so that is kind of affecting it a little bit. I'll go with classic for Porygon. Yeah, screw it. Ammonite, cute. I think it goes here. And then okay, so why? Okay, I want to do these guys together because I am thinking of these guys together for sure. I'm gonna go Kabuto. Kabuto is here. Kabutops is tops. Yeah, that feels good to me. Weedle. Good. Not as, I don't feel the same as I do as Caterpie with Weedle. Aerodactyl is a fucking pterodactyl, but he's also like just feels so useless. I'll go here with him, I guess. Yeah, He's just always felt like a letdown to me. Some reason. Some organization there now. Oh, that's cool. That's cool that they like progressed with that little like background info on Lapras. That's cool. Snorlax, I'll go classic. Snorlax is he's I don't know, big fat sleepy guy. I can dig that. I can feel the vibe. Not even classical. Oof. Sorry guys. Aerodactyl just doesn't do it for me. Here's more basic, surprising no one choices. I'm gonna go. I almost want to give Articuno a BB, but I think I'm gonna give Articuno a Milp. Zapdos. My original favorite Pokemon ever, or like period, was Zapdos. I think I lean more towards Jolteon, Eevee/Jolteon, as my favorite. But there's no way Zapdos doesn't make tops for me. Snorlax is a good. Snorlax could be in anyone's like Snorlax, like anybody could tell me that Snorlax is anywhere, and I'm like, yeah, I get that. Maybe that's why he perfectly fits right in the middle for me. Sorry, I know a lot of people love Articuno especially. I do really like Articuno's design. I could almost go S tier for Articuno, but I just feel like there's something that's keeping him from that for me. Sorry. Yeah, Snorlax is definitely a vibe. Moltres, however, not a fan. I almost want to go bottom tier with Moltres. I think I'm going to. And maybe it's just because the other ones are so much cooler to me. Yeah. I'm going bottom with Moltres. Never been a fan of Moltres. If you're Team Valor, you suck. Yeah, it kind of does. It does kind of look like a naked chicken. That's a good visual or whatever. 8 rages to get shiny Articuno. I got shiny Zapdos in mine. I have 3 shiny evolutions. I got another one today. I got a shiny Sylveon in Pogo. Sappy Boy first trade. Sappy Boy? Which one's Sappy Boy? I'm not following that, Jix. Sorry. This is another one. Is it Charmander and Charmeleon? Another like crossover thing? I think the theory is that Charmander and Charmeleon were supposed to evolve into Dragonite originally. Or like Dragonite would be Charizard or whatever, you know, like vice versa or whatever, because it has the horn, it's got like the rounded face, kind of like Charizard. It does kind of look like a big Charizard or Charmander, sorry. I get that, you know, just like add a little bit of like fire decals to it, and I could see that. And then Charizard was supposed to be evolved these guys, I don't remember, but I feel like there was some crossover there, Dragonite being Charmeleon's evolved form or something. Oh, Zappy. Okay, gotcha. Zapdos. Anyways, all I said, Dratini and Dragonair. I never got these guys. Either they were like too hard to get, too late game for me. But they are pretty cool. And they're just like serpents. Maybe something with how... It's also something with like how Dratini and Dragonair, like how does like they're both like dragon serpents and then they turn into like this kind of dragon. It's like a very different look. I think I'll go Dratini cute. Okay. Here, we're gonna drop them all into a different one. Dragonair up there. Dragonite down there. Do it. Kakuna, I think for the same reason as Metapod. Inbred Charmander. Jesus. Odder way to get a Dragonite. I think that's another one where like the end result is kind of a disappointment compared to the first two. I think the first two are like a lot more intriguing to me. Oh, nice. Shiny and Pokemon Go or just like period? Your first one. Another, I'm not ashamed to say it. Mewtwo and Mew are S tier. They're best babies. Mewtwo reminds me of my old scary cat Marty, and Mew kind of reminds me of my little baby cat Freya. They're both adorable in their own ways. I love both of them. Mewtwo is he's my emo goth BF. Whatever. Big thighed goth BF. I don't know. Beedrill, I feel like I'm kind of grouping some of these just naturally, like Butterfree and Beedrill, but I also really dig Beedrill's design, but same deal as Butterfree. I just never found them very useful past. Actually, now that I say that, I think I will bump him down to classics because I feel like a little bit more attachment to Butterfree than Beedrill. Beedrill's got cool design though. Almost didn't want to follow Shiny Dragonair. That's cool. I have a Shiny Dragonair or Dragonite too. I like that at least Shiny Dragonite is like different. It bugs me when like the shinies are like just slightly altered, like hardly different from their regular. Oh, bottoms up. Okay, thank you. I just there's like a drink left. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick and put water in this, I promise. But thank you, Jix. I will need water. And there we go. It's water. That was good. Pidgey might be S. I really like. See, this is why I feel like such a hypocrite, because Pidgey is bird. That's its design, but fuck, it's like again one of the first ones you can get. It's good. Like, oh shoot, you're right. Well, I think, and I can't check them because I accidentally logged out of my Twitch and I can't check it right now. But I think, wait, maybe I can if I look at this. Bottoms up. Take a drink of whatever booze I've got if I have a drink with me. That's the caveat with that, is I'm not going to just start drinking because somebody saves up 500 points. I'm not going to become an alcoholic off of 500 points. Are you kidding me? That's worth at least like 1,000. So that's if with the caveat that I am drinking. So if I don't, I should do fallback is just hydrate, I guess. That's my reasoning for that. Spearow's better. I disagree. I'm sorry, but I disagree. Spearow is also just kind of bird. I think I'll do this. I think Pidgey and Pidgeotto go there. No, you know what? I think I'll do that. Fuck it. I love Pidgey. I love Pidgey. S tier, and those two are next. Because I mean, I don't know how many times I've had these guys in my party in the game, but they're always good attackers. Like I've never had like a bad Pidgeot on my team. They're always they're old reliables. Rattata is a rat. I guess there's a little, I don't know, there's a little bit of something there for me to keep him a little higher than F tier, I guess. Fine, then take 5 drinks of this. Okay, so like this, like 1. I think he's gotta be. Pidgeot's 5 feet tall. He's gotta be, because that's one that you can ride on, right? So I think that's 6. 3, 4. Wait, 5. Jesus. 6. 7. Oh my god, I'm gonna run out of drink. 8. Okay, I think there's a little bit left for 9. Okay, and there's 9. All right. Bulbasaur, I ain't gonna lie. Again, like, absolutely S. Absolutely. Bulbasaur is a champ. Bulbasaur is great. Oh god, it's a toss up between, like, as far as like the starters, like not counting their evolutions. Bulbasaur could be my favorite. I fucking love Squirtle too. Spoilers, I guess. Eradicate. I was gonna go down here. I don't know. I just don't feel any attachment to them. And I'm sorry, Jix, but like these guys, another great example of like perfect example for doesn't really do it for me. The Rouse Pokemon, yeah, that is what they are. They are very Rouse, especially Eradicate. Yeah, okay, yeah, you said Eradicate. Man. Ekans. I mean, it's a snake, and they don't even try with the name. They're about as creative with the name as they are with the design. Arbok, however, same deal, but slightly cooler, and I really like some of the old cards of Arbok. Pikachu. Pikachu. I don't know. Pikachu's been so like it feels so much more difficult to like judge Pikachu on the same like scale as these other guys. It's cute, and if we're going with the OG, Pikachu's pretty cute. Fucking fat Pikachu, chubby ass Pikachu in those original cards, and like the original sprite in the game. Yeah, Pikachu's pretty cute. I'll go classic. I mean, because it is, right? Like, because of that, but also like, yeah, it goes in the middle for me. Raichu, not so much. Not so much. Should it be in the bottom? No, I think it's got pretty good special attack though. So we'll use that logic to keep it out, I guess. I'm sliding further and further out from my camera anytime. Sandshrew. was only in blue, so I never got to use it. But I always wanted to. I'm going to go classic for both of them. I always really wanted to use Sandshrew and Sandslash. Make me drink first stream. Oh, like, drink the whole stream. Nidoran female. Nah, cute. Get cute points. Yeah, Sandslash is kind of Desert Armadillo. It's good. It's good. Good one. I can't. There's a word that I'm looking for. Good analysis. Good analogy. Not analogy. I don't know. Ivysaur. Also S. When we get to the other ones, I'll have something to say about that. Yeah, I'll wait till I get to at least one of the other, starter guys. Nidorina. Nidoqueen. This is another one where I'm going to group them. But, I mean, these ones is a little more understandable because they are, like, partners. Oh, hey, they're right there. Same deal. The middle's just and the endings are, yeah, they're a little better. They're, the little ones are cute, and the last ones are kind of cool. Nidoking, I would almost bump up another one because I think he's a little extra cooler. Venonat. I like these guys. I don't know. I just I like them. I don't really have anything else to say about that, but I like Venomoth and Venonat. I don't know. That's it. Clefairy, Clefable. That one. I'll go Clefairy there. Ooh, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to do Clefable here too because of the card game. They are kind of weird. I don't know if you're talking about them or the Nidos or Venoms, but Moon Culture. Yeah, actually now that I say it, I don't know where that is because I have a bookshelf now that has all my like graphic novels and stuff, and I don't know where my Pokemon one is now that I'm seeing this, now that I'm thinking about it. Where is it there? Huh. Dang it, I don't know where that is. It's really old. It's like the OG one as far as I know. It ends with the story about Clefairy and the Moonstones and stuff, and I just really like that story. So that's part of the reason for Clefairy and Clefable, and also because OG Clefable card had Metronome, which was OP, and I would play that in our mixed, I forget what the term is, for when it's like unlimited or something like that, when you like play TCG with just any cards from any sets, and I would use a Clefable Metronome deck against like my friend's EX decks and just rip through them. So there's that too. Vulpix, it's cute. It's Fox. Yeah, classics for them and Ninetales. Some of these I don't really have anything else to say other than that. Jigglypuff, they weren't in the manga. They weren't in the comic that I had. Venusaur, S tier. No ifs, ands, or nuts about it. Strong family. Love them. Love the swords. Zubat. No. Rock Tunnel. Bullshit ass. Can't spell. Jigglypuff is S tier? Why? Spell put the fox is better. Be put in A tier. A tier? Well, I got close. Yeah. See, I am kind of jumping the gun a little bit too much. I could see putting Ninetales and Vulpix in the one up. It's just, I think what's keeping them from that is there another one that I never used personally. Because I want to say they were also blue only, I think. But I really wanted to. It's the same. They're in the same ship as Sandshrew and Sandslash. Really wanted to use them, but I don't think I could because I'm pretty sure they were both blue exclusives. And I think that's kind of what's keeping me. I like everybody above classics is somebody that I had to have used. You know, like, or like I remember playing them in the game for some. I think that's like, I know I didn't explicitly say that, but I think in my head there's like an invisible threshold there for me where it's like I have to have that kind of attachment to them, I guess. I think that's what's keeping some of these from breaking that for me. Extreme cuteness? I don't know about that. I mean, I could maybe bump them up to this because they're, you know, the whole singing thing. You know, I thought that was funny in the show. In fact, there you go. There you go. You get a bump for that. Now I'm thinking about the show. Yeah, you guys, it got me when I was a kid. Sure. These guys, and I'm not saying. Yeah, I think they all fit in there. Dig it. He's what is that one? What's that plant called? A corpse flower, right? I think that's what Vileplume is. So I dig that. Plus, this is another one. I have a perfect now Gloom that I'm gonna turn into a Vileplume in Pokemon Go. So I'm excited about that too. Paris and Parasect. I think they got on here. Cool idea. Creepy as shit, but it's supposed to be like the fungus that grows on Paris's back. When it turns into Parasect, what's actually happening there is it's because it gets bigger. The fungus gets bigger, so it's that like that parasitic mushroom which like exists in real life that like turns its hosts into zombies. Like that's essentially what happens to Parasect, which like I don't like that because Paris is kind of cute. But I don't want to just like raise it if it's just gonna turn into a fucking, you know, a zombie. That's kind of weird. Charmander S tier. Diglett and Dugtrio. I almost want to go here. I'll go here for Diglett. I'll do that. We'll split the diff, I guess. Yeah, let's see the face drawing this up. That is funny. That's a little like endearing or whatever. That does make me think of Jigglypuff a little more fondly, I guess. Oh, you were? Okay. I thought you were serious about Jigglypuff. I could see some people say, hey. But for real, I did like think about it and I was like, yeah, you know what, there's a little bit of merit to. What's that? What's that? Hey. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Can't do that. Singlet is classic. I like that. Singlet. That is a classic. Alright, Meowth Persian. As much as I like cats, right? They're maybe like the lamest cat Pokemon, but they are still cats, so. Dugtrio's true. Oh wait, I think I know what this is. Oh, okay. I don't think I have seen that one. I've seen this one I've seen. Yeah, maybe I'll just say Underground. Yeah, that's the one that I'm familiar with. I don't think I've ever seen this like the realistic like figurine of it or whatever, but that's pretty good. Okay, it's not loading now, but you get the picture. Oh, that's good. Yeah, anyways. Alright, Psyduck. We'll go here with Psyduck. I think I'll go there with Golduck too. It's hard to break some of these guys up. She's sleepy. She wants me to. We're getting there. We're getting there. Yeah, exactly. That. Yeah. Just weird because like you pictured Diglett as like a little kid, but it's a little buff boy. Little buff boy from the buff boy competition. Psyduck was your first Pokemon card. That okay, now I do need to get more water. I'll be back. Here, I'll leave you with this. Oh, maybe not. Look at their folds. It's crazy. All right, back in. What was the last one we did? The Golducks, Psyduck and Golduck. That was why I didn't really get into that. That's why I bumped Rhydon up, was because it wasn't my first, but like I don't know. I think I'm just wrong. That's what I'm assuming now, but I swear in my first pack of Pokemon cards I ever got, I guess I probably just thought he was like the coolest looking one, so I assumed he was the rare. But like it always stuck out to me that like I thought that Rhydon card was my rare in my first ever Pokemon pack, but I've looked since and they're uncommons. They're not rare. But for some reason that's always stuck out to me. And like I like really like that card too. So that was why I bumped him up. My first card ever was Ghastly. I remember exactly. I was like at like cousins or like a second cousin's like birthday party or something like that, and I don't remember who gave it to me, but like it's weird how clearly I remember that moment. Getting my first card. Mankey and Primeape, they're just kind of monkeys, but also they're just kind of monkeys, and monkeys are cool and they punch stuff. I'll still go here though, because I don't really have any experience with them or anything. Oh yeah, mouse pads? Yeah, thank you. That's from the Nashville World Championships. And my other one on the other side's just one that I got from a box set. But yeah, I like those. I use the two and it covers like my whole desk space, which is pretty cool. Growlithe and Arcanine. Floofy Fire Dogs, dude. They're up here. I love those guys. Don't I have anything else to say? Okay, this is where I was gonna McDonald's Weedle. Mine is the oh, I remember why. Like another thing that stuck out about the Ghastly, it was the one with Destiny Bond, which that Ghastly only had 30 HP, which is like nothing. Do any Pokemon only have 30 HP anymore? If they do, it's like a gimmick probably at this point. But it had 30 HP and it had a move called Destiny Bond that was like if like at the end of your opponent's next turn, your opponent's Pokemon and Ghastly are both knocked out. So it's like me not really fully understanding the rules and like what you could do, I was like, oh, that instant kills them and there's nothing they can do about it. They of course can use switch and switch it out, but I like thought that it was like, and I was told by the person that gave it to me that it was like the most powerful attack in the game, which isn't necessarily true, but okay, this is what I was gonna get to when I put Ivysaur in. So these might be like my only sort of somewhat controversial ones with the starters. Charmeleon and Wartortle don't really do it for me. I don't know why. There's a few you'll have noticed. There's a few where the middles. Okay, you can't just walk over. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but oh no, she did hit something. Okay, no, maybe we're okay. But yeah, unlike Ivysaur is the only one that keeps it going, keeps it in check. Charmeleon and Wartortle, I don't know. There's something about a lot of the middle stages that I don't know. They don't have the cuteness factor of the first stage, and don't have the coolness factor of the last stage. So with Charmeleon, I think, see, this is the thing, is I think I still have to give him like a decent tier, put him in a decent spot, because they are still the middle stage, and like I do still like remember like, oh, evolving, like I have really personal attachment to all three of these because I've played through red/yellow. I've only played through yellow once, but I played through red at least a half dozen times, probably closer to 10 actually. And I've played, I've started with each of them more than once, Charmeleon especially, because that was my first one. Charmander was my very first one, and getting to evolve evolving your starter for the first time, like, whoa, it's a big moment. So I think I still will with Charmeleon. This is tough. This is like my hardest one. I think I'm still gonna put him as a Milp. Highly influenced by that sentimental attachment. Very highly influenced by that. If not for that, I would put him there. Like, no lie. Yeah. My first starter ever, evolving, big deal. I just yeah. Thank you. I know somebody had to say it. The polys. I don't know. Were they also blue? I feel like I don't really remember much about them from those ones either. I'll go there. I almost want to give them all the bottom because of when I found out that because obviously it's based on a tadpole, but when it was pointed out to me that that the black swirl on them is most likely their intestines, their intestinal tract, because if you see pictures of tadpoles, you'll see on their the stomach area, what would equate to that spot on a tadpole, it's their intestines, and it's in a circle like that. So don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna go bottom. I'm gonna bottom Poliwag and Poliwhirl. I'll give Poliwrath. I'll bump Poliwrath up because he's strong. Poliwrath's strong. He good in Pokemon Go. He's strong and fast, and also he's got mittens. He wears white gloves. And he's angry. Poliwhirl has that too, but he's kind of goofy looking. At least he's mad, and it's funny. I don't know. Abracadabra and Alakazam. How about this? Abra. Kadabra. And Alakazam. How about we do that? That feels right to me. They got spoons. It's funny. See, no spoons, classic. 1 spoon, Milp. 2 spoons, BB. That's how it goes. You raise a rank for every spoon you have. If you're one of those guys. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That the swirl direction switches. That is weird. How does he get more cute points? Yeah, he is cute, but nothing. I don't know. Not super cute, I guess. Like not any cuter than. I mean, that's saying like I have Sandshrew in here. I think Sandshrews hella cute. I was talking about how much I like Fat Pikachu. Genie's cute, so he is cute. But yeah, just not enough to get him higher than that, I don't think. Obviously. These guys never used. Sorry. I think we'll go here. Here. Machamp goes a little higher. Another, I really like him in Pokemon Go. I still have that wrapped first edition holographic Machamp, so there's like that. Yeah, I got a little bit more attachment to Machamp. For sure. Bellsprout. I dig their design. Were they another blue exclusive? Maybe. Were they another blue exclusive? God, I'm trying to think if I use these guys ever, but I loved carnivorous plants. Like I thought it was like the coolest thing, and like when you're a kid and you like insects, the kids are into bugs and plants and shit like that. I thought carnivorous plants were the coolest thing ever. So fucking pitcher plant Pokemon I think is cool as hell. Never really used them though, so I don't I think, that said, I think I'll put them all here. Maybe Bellsprout a little down because he doesn't, like, it's really here, Weeping Bell, where the pitcher plant aesthetic starts to peek through, and especially Victory Bell. If I use them, I feel like Victory Bell would for sure be a Milp, maybe even a BB, but like I said, there's that sort of invisible threshold. I honestly almost want to put Charizard in Milp too, but I can't. For the same reason I had to bump him up to here, I think I have to do that with Charizard. Or like, I like Charizard more than Charmeleon for sure. But it's close, but yeah. Tentacruel. Did I already do Tentacool? Where's Tentacool? Where is he? Is he not on here? Well, whatever. I'd probably get the same thing, because... No, you know what? Okay, if Tentacool was on here, I think I'd put Tentacool here. No, oh god, there's a cool episode with Tentacruels. He smashes the building. It's in the title sequence. Yeah, I'll still put him there. Geodude. Geodude's a classic. Graveler's not as cool. Golem is a classic, sure. How not him? How not who? Shoot. I just saw that. I think that was to a few guys back. I don't know. Charizard? Is that who you're saying? Yeah. I almost want to bump Machoke down, because his arms are like shredded, like literally shredded, like not how people say you're shredded, like they're like tearing apart, and that's really fucking weird. Ponyta and Rapidash. I feel so blasé about them that I almost want to put them down here. Which, maybe I will. The shiny forms are cool. The cool blue flames, that's cool. Slowpoke, yeah, I got a little soft spot for Slowpoke. Squirtle, absolute baby. Love Squirtle. Love him. Love him, love him, love him. I already talked about how much I loved him when I put that Bulbasaur on. Magnemite and Magneton. I think they're getting in. I think they're getting in here too. Farfetch'd. Not very useful, but fuck, he holds a fucking giant onion. He holds a leek. And that's pretty rad. And you get the first trade experience. He has cut. He can be your HM slave. I think he's a good HM slave for Gen 1. I'll go classic for Farfetch'd. Fuck it. It's a fucking duck with a leek. It's cool. Doduo and Dodrio here. That's the thing, is a lot of the normal Pokemon are just normal. So it's like, it's like, they're just, it's a bird, but it's got 2 heads. And it's a bird, but it's got 3 heads. And like a, no, that's it. It's an ostrich, I guess. Seal. It's a seal. What do you do with this, man? Got the dumb tongue. It's kind of dumb looking. I don't think he's really cute. Doesn't really do it for me. I got Dugong's a little cool. He's got a Aurora Beam. It's a cool move, you know. Grimer and Muck. Yeah, I do dig their steez. Wartortle. So, did I drop him in classics? That feels right. That feels right. I do kind of like Wartortle's design a little bit more than I'm giving him. Fine. I'll give Wartortle a Melp. Shelder. Do that, I guess. I feel a little bit more. And there's something there with Shelder. Ghastly. First card. Oh boy, I think I gotta go there. Haunter is S. Haunter's, oh wait, that's not S. Haunter's rad. Haunter's cool. Gengar. Yeah, that's, hey, look at that. There's a middle that's higher than the other ones. Ooh, that's different. Onyx. Always feels like one of those missed potential ones. Maybe that's what I was gonna put for this one. Missed potential. Maybe that was what that one was gonna be. Missed potential. Or that was this one. I don't know. Drowsy. Hypno. A little cooler, I guess. Krabby. It's a crab. We're almost done with this. Sorry if I'm not as eloquent as I was before. And guess what? This tier. Blastoise is rad. Charizard's the only one of those that I was like not 100% sure about putting in top tier. But first and last for all these guys, pretty fucking strong. I guess by this logic, since I put all 3 of theirs in there, does that mean that's my favorite one? Because I've never been able to decide if I like, what, people say like, what's your favorite starter out of these? I don't know. Because I really dig, I guess least is probably Charmander. Because it's definitely my least favorite first form and least favorite final form. So that one's least. But I have the most like sentimental attachment to it because I had red version. Charizard's on the cover for red. I picked them first, and that was definitely because I had red version. I felt like I was obligated to pick Charmander. But also I thought fire was like my favorite type when I was a kid. I don't know why. I just was really like fire type. Even though I never liked Moltres, even then. And that's the fire legendary. But there we go. There's S tier. Or there is the tier. There you go, Moose. Thanks for having me do this.